Merhaba arkadaşlar, hoş geldiniz. Adım Monique ve bu kanalda okulda öğrenmediğimiz şeyleri öğreniyoruz. Hadi başlayalım. All right, let's be real. Learning a language over the age of 40 can seem daunting because we are so freaking busy. We have families to take care of, we have jobs, we have pets, list bills, the list keeps going on. And we don't really have time to study. But here's the secret. You don't have to. Micro learning. Instead of stressing over grammar books and reading and writing endless amounts of conjugation, you can weave micro-learning into your daily life by watching a Netflix series in your target language or watching your favorite show in English with the subtitles of your target language on. You can do flashcards. Instead of stressing over grammar for hours, you can sneak language learning into your everyday life. Do you have 5 minutes while the coffee is brewing, or do you have nothing going on while you're walking your dog or folding the laundry? There are so many ways to incorporate language learning into your life, and in this video, I'm going to show you how. First tip is start with what you actually need. You don't need to memorize 200 random words that have nothing to do with your life. Instead, pick something that you're super interested in. It could be politics, it could be cooking, and then focus on the vocabulary around those topics. I have several Turkish recipe books, and I watch Turkish YouTube channels about cooking. In this case, I have learned different ingredients and I have learned grammatical structures and ways to talk about things through something that I'm actually interested in. Tip 2 is make your phone work for you. We are on them all the time. I have mine right here. And it's really incredible how many hours we spend doom scrolling or just scrolling mindlessly when we could channel that energy into something productive or helpful in our lives, such as language learning. Right now, instead of going to Instagram, I hop on JumpSpeak and do some practice exercises. Or I'll go on Quizlet, which I use for my flashcards, and I'll practice vocabulary. Sometimes if I feel like practicing speaking, but my tutor isn't available, I actually do use a tutor. We can talk about that in another video. I will go and make videos of myself or sound recordings of myself, either free speaking or reading something. And occasionally I'll also take vocabulary words and record myself saying the vocabulary word in English and in my target language, which is Turkish. Tip number 3 is to find a lazy way to listen. If you have a drive or commute to work, if you have to walk the dog, if you have to clean the house, do chores, I am always listening to a Turkish YouTube channel or short stories online. Like I will put, or Turkish music. I really like Turkish pop music. So I will listen to anything in Turkish while I'm doing stuff. So I'm constantly getting exposed and familiar with the language. Tip number 4, make mistakes and make them loudly. I think part of the reason why children learn languages, and I haven't, fact check me, but I think part of the reason it's easier to learn languages when you're a kid is you're less scared of failing. And I mean, that was the case for me and actually still is. I don't really care that much about making mistakes, but make mistakes loudly. Anyone who's studied any language successfully knows that in order to successfully speak a language, you have to just speak and just let it out, because you're never going to learn if it's all in your head. And the way you learn to speak is by making those mistakes. And it's okay. And if anyone judges you for it, it's on them and you don't need them around anyway. If you have been waiting for the perfect time to learn a language, that time is now, my friends. We have so many resources that we didn't have when we were in school. things have changed. I remember how hard it was to learn a language when I was in high school, and now we have so many resources at our fingertips, literally. And yeah, those are the tips I have. I would love to hear, what languages do you learn or do you want to learn? And if so, I would love to hear any of your language learning. I'll see you in the next one. Görüşürüz. If you want more real life adulting hacks, please, I would love to have you subscribe. In the meantime, let's make adulting easier, one simple habit at a time.